Hey there, so I finally got around to watching the new Batman animated series pilot episode, the first episode, called Hunted. Batman in this one looks just a little bit different. Kind of like, well, this. So yeah, that is CGI bats that you're seeing there. Batman is done, Beware the Bat is done more, well, the style is CGI, and kind of like Green Lantern. And CGI is not usually my thing. I'm not a big fan of it, so that was already a mark going against Beware the Bat when I Beware the Batman when I started watching it. And then I saw Alfred, and he well, just look. So right there, you have an Alfred that's kind of like an ex-secret agent, a whole MI6 guy, and you have Batman. Young in his career. There's Gordon in it, but he's Lieutenant Gordon at this point, and it's kind of a very young, very youthful Batman. He still makes mistakes, and there are pretty cool scenes in this thing, especially for something that I did not think I was going to like. One thing I was happy about was that they used different villains. I wanted to see them mix it up a bit, and I'm glad they used some of the newer villains. And they introduced Professor Pig, and I was really surprised to see that because if you read the Grant Morrison comics, Professor Pig was introduced in the Dick Grayson era of Batman, and he was kind of a twisted character, messed people's genetics up and stuff like that, and they've re-envisioned him here, so he's not quite as bloodthirsty, bloody as he is in the comic books, but he's still he's unique, and it's worthy of the Professor Pig character. And he's got a little Toad, kind of a Peter Lorre type character that's with him. Uh, Slightly on the more humorous side, but it's very a dark humor. It's a humor that fits Batman. And the animation style, actually, though it takes a bit of getting used to, I gotta say, I really did kind of dig it. I wasn't sure about Batman at the beginning. I definitely wasn't sure about Alfred. Alfred was the hardest thing to get over because Alfred has changed so much in this one. We're used to the Michael Goff Alfred. We're used to seeing the Alfred that we saw in the Batman the Animated Series, and kind of the refined Alfred that we've seen. Even Michael Caine Alfred, to a certain extent, even though he was slightly badass, it was like alluded to. There's no illusions here. Alfred is a badass ex-secret agent guy, and I mean, like, that's something that wasn't in the comics before, but it does work for the series. Katana is introduced, and we see her just a slight bit of her. If you're a real big DC fan, you'll notice that the characters that the kidnap are Simon Stagg, but more interestingly, Michael Holt is kidnapped, and he's actually heroically helps along the way. And if you're a fan of like DC and the New 52 and all that, you probably know that there was a short-lived comic called Mr. Terrific, and that's who Michael Holt was. He was this like the third smartest man in the world kind of thing, and so that's a little thing. You may not notice it, but especially if you're not a real big DC fan or you don't know the characters. But it's really cool to see Michael Holt put in there, and it makes you wonder if they're gonna, if they're gonna be having Michael Holt as Mr. Terrific later on in the series. Overall, it was a strong first episode. It harkened more back to Batman the Animated Series. It's a very different style of animation. It will take some getting used to. The writing is extremely solid. The episodes run so far. The one I saw, the pilot, was about 20 minutes, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I haven't watched Teen Titans Go yet, but if that's the type of humor that they had in those little shorts, then I think I'm going to have fun with it. A lot of people do not approve of like taking off Young Justice, putting on a humor-oriented show like Teen Titans Go will be. But you know, you can't judge a show that's coming on by a show that just went. I mean, Young Justice and Teen Titans Go are two completely different shows. I mean, like you can look at Batman, you can judge it by Brave and the Bold, you can judge it by Batman the Animated Series, and so on and so on with all the Batman shows. But it's a different beast. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I'm sold on Alfred yet, being such the badass character that can kick butt and all. But it's a good, strong first episode. I want to see where it's going, and I believed in the world, and that's probably the strongest compliment that I can give this series. In Beware the Batman, I believed in the world. In Batman Brave and the Bold, I really, really didn't. I had a little bit of fun with it, but I actually own one of the box sets, but I never really bought it. But Beware the Batman, I bought. There's a scene, and I watched a few reviews of people other people that reviewed this as well, and actually that's what got me to watch it tonight. And everybody seems to be mentioning it, and I can't go by without mentioning it too. There's a scene where at the beginning where he gets hurt, and his I think his arm or shoulder pops out, and he just like slams it against and pops it back in. It's kind of a brutal scene to see in the series. It's different. Batman's getting hurt again. Again, harkening back to Batman the Animated Series, which is the best compliment I can give the show. It's going to take a few episodes before I decide exactly if I can take the whole new way Alfred is, but I think right now I could give this a recommendation. Go in, watch it, watch a few episodes before you decide. There are some things that are very different about it. The villains look to be good. Anarchy is going to be a villain in this one. I'm a strong supporter of Anarchy as a villain, and I'm hoping it's the original Anarchy, not the second guy, because I really didn't like the second guy. And I would like to see some different characters shown and showcased here. They can use Joker down the road, they can use Penguin down the road, but I want to see different villains. I want to see it mixed up a bit. I don't mind the world being changed around a bit. I'm not so sure about Katana, but I'm sure that's going somewhere, and I want to know where. And the fact that they make me want to know where means that they're doing their job. Thanks for watching. I hope you get a chance to watch Beware the Bat. It is a good DC show. I've got strong hope for it, and I'm hoping they'll last longer than Young Justice, and hopefully we'll get a good Batman series. Thanks for watching. It really is time for tea.